born without tear ducts. That might have been somebody laughing. Because we're all trapped inside.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is welcome to Plus Time. I'm DJ Little Aspirations, which I think is a 2-week-old nickname or 2-episode-old nickname. Thank you for tuning in. They say that comedy is the best tragedy. Nope, I fucked that up. Thank you for tuning in to Plus Time, the live stream comedy show, to get us all through this. They say comedy is just tragedy plus time. We're in the midst of a whole bunch of tragedies all the time, always, it seems, on this earth. But if we keep moving forward and we keep using whatever extra time we have to create things, we can all look back on this one day and laugh. If that is, if the world continues to spin. Getting us started off right is my co-host of now 59 episodes. And my brother of 28 years, Drew Rogers, everybody. How you doing?
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
Good, I think. Yeah, I told you I've been playing Batman Origins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which, like, since you gave us your old PS3, it's pretty much just been GTA in there. When I had a catheter in my dong, I had beat Portal, but other than that, it's all GTA. It's just GTA across the board. But finally, I was like, okay, I'm kind of sick of GTA now. I've done it all. I'm sure I'll go back to it at some point. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna try something else. And I knew that this game took place around Christmas time, and I'm like, that's perfect, dude. So it takes place on Christmas Eve. I found out as I started.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dude, I'm having a good time. That said,
it's a fun game.
Yeah, it is a fun game. I think about the Batman quote, like the criminals are vicious and cowardly lot, but they're so hard to kill, to punch when they're shooting at you. I found
dodge.
I know. I'm bad at dodging.
run
so far.
run away from bullets.
I've been running away. I've been using the bat. What's he called? He's got a different. The bat claw is what he calls it. It's like a grappling hook. But I was like, what does he call bat claw? But anyway, so he's like, I'm like climbing up to buildings and stuff, and it took me a long time to get through this one challenge, and then I just got lost. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
You know, and people give that one a bad rep because it was made by Warner Brothers Montreal, and they're like, well, the other ones were made by original or like the main house Warner Brothers. But I really enjoyed it. I think it's a good story.
Is it different in any other way besides the fact that it was made technically in a different studio?
Totally, as far as like color and graphics, they're very, very different. But yeah, I have to play Asylum next.
Oh, I will, and that's the first one, right?
Oh, so good.
Really? Mm-hmm. I will. And tonally, I really like this one. Like, it's just kind of what I was looking for, you know. Mm-hmm. But but I don't know. The other ones seem a little more sinister. It's not like there's not sinister stuff happening in this one, but it's just like it seems more comfortable in its sinisterness. I don't know. Give me a thesaurus for Christmas if you don't like it. What have you been up to?
I also have been video gaming. Today they released a like an additional character for the PS4 Marvel Avengers game, and it's Spider-Man. So I've naturally been doing that. I was gonna say I'm going to play. There's Spider-Man Miles Morales game, and I'm going to start playing that soon because it takes place I think a couple days after Christmas. I want to say.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah,
but the first one like ends on Christmas, doesn't it?
No, it's still in the fall for that one. But
okay.
Yeah, it's like It's gonna bother me if it's not knowing if it's before or after now. But whatever. There's trees up.
There's
and,
trees. That's
People are in
information.
coats.
Yeah. You gotta love like superhero stuff that takes place at Christmas time. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, we talked about the Die Hard and Galaxy Quest argument last week about like, can it only be like one thing? Like this is a comedy movie or this is an action movie, this is a superhero movie, but it's also like takes place at Christmas. And there's a lot of them at this point. There's like Batman Returns, there's Shazam, there's Iron Man 3, and now we got Hawkeye, like just leading right up to the birthday of our Lord.
One. I want to say there's another one in there, but I
feel like there might be, but I don't know, man. Yeah, but I'm really digging that exists as a concept. Just like, I don't know, you just wouldn't expect to see a lot of that. Thanksgiving was fun.
That was fun. I had
Thanksgiving. Yeah. On actual Thanksgiving, and I think we talked about this beforehand, you and I and our brother Cameron ran around town getting some footage and whatnot for a future project. So that was like a pretty cool thing to do, especially on Thanksgiving when there was like actually nobody on the road.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun. And then on actual Thanksgiving, we had it on Black Friday because, I was going to say that we were like already done with our Christmas gifts, but that's not true. Like, I can't even pretend that that's...
No.
I've like got not a thing for anybody at this point.
Yeah, me neither. But
no.
I'm going to draw a bunch of IOUs.
Oh, you're always good at that too. Drew always like has like drawings presents, which brings us to the thing that sets us apart, of course, from all the other Jimmys and Jameses and late nights. We're earlier. We're not coastal, and my Andy Richter can draw. My brother Drew's things. Oh, that was fun. We're getting good at that.
We're getting better at that.
We're actually like, remember at the beginning when we were like. Now we're just like, classic. Anyway,
this guy over here.
What was I talking about? Yep, this fucking guy.
We're gonna lose people, like an audience of people.
We just got like somebody just added themselves. Hey, what's up?
Hello,
hey, if you're a first time me, yeah. Thanks for hanging out. That's my point. Drew draws, right? And so like during the show, we will talk to people. Here, I'll throw that up real like that. Yep. During the show, we will have like a whole ass conversation. Drew will listen, but this is how multi-talented my little brother is, bro. Like he can listen to the conversation. Ready? Participate in the conversation, probably chew gum, and also draw during it. And by the end of it, we just have a whole like tapestry of callbacks. Like this is what we have from last time right there. Of course, last week was our Plus Time Thanksgiving Galaxy Quest special. So like what do we have there? Do you remember?
We have there's so much going on. I tried to draw Tony Shalhoub in the middle. There's some sort of
that's right, yeah.
Zebra, some pie, what looks like a turkey politician.
Yep, that looks right.
Turkey Planet.
Yeah.
And one of the little aliens on the far right from Galaxy Quest. And then Randall at the very bottom from Recess.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I forgot that Randall was there. Also, I wonder, like, okay, so right now, guys, I'll peel back the curtain just a little bit. So, like, right now, like, we occasionally have down in the corner a little Plus Time logo, like that, right? That's a sad one. That one's scared. I don't know why. I don't remember why we did that one. But my point is, what if instead of that, or just like the Squeezecast logo up in the corner, we just had Tony Shalhoub's face? I wonder what kind of legal recourse like I don't know if I use that word,
Mhm.
but I don't know if we could legally get away with that, especially if we're just like fully saying this is Tony Shalhoub, unless
I think Shaloub's people may be watching, so I don't know if we
Shalhoub.
can.
I hope so. I hope. Tell Shalhoub how much we appreciate him in Galaxy Quest and many other things. I think we could get away with it if we just spell it like Sheloob. Shalhoub.
Shaloub.
Shalhoub. So our guest is running a little late right now, but we can just take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be back. Yes, we'll talk about some other things. I got no shortage of topics today.
Bam.
Bam. Things on my list here of topics that I wanted to cover. It just says right here at the bottom, I don't know if you can, it says cavernous nostrils. So I figured that was like the best way to jump into that topic, is just putting them right up there. See what happens? Like I was just like sitting here getting ready to go. And I was like kind of like hit my nose like that. And because like this time of year, like my nose, it is cavernous. It's like there's so much room in there, and I was just thinking, like, I wonder if I would just like ever do that on the show. I probably do. I'm always touching my nose, I feel
Well,
like.
Jameson, we've lost viewers due to
I lost 2 viewers about this.
due to your nostril shenanigans.
Well, we might as well just get to our first guest then, right? Our guest. We have one guest today. This guy is a stand-up comedian that I have met at several open mics. He's always a good hang, a fun guy to talk to, really seems to know his shit. Please put your hands for the one and only Def Goldblum. What's up?
Ahoy, ahoy. Sorry I was late. I was watching live on Facebook. And they're like, he's late. And I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, I'm supposed to actually be in this. I'm supposed to. Jeez.
So
that's why one of those views you lost was me.
oh, good. At least we know where you went.
Shoot.
So, have you watched the show before?
Yes, I've watched a couple of them. Yeah, I've watched a few. I dig it.
That's cool, man.
It's a good vibe. Always a good vibe.
Thank you.
Yeah, we set a good vibe, right, Drew?
Well, and I liken like the games you play and stuff. Like it was like they'll totally get on NPR one day. Like this is totally like an NPR thing. Like you just once you start getting bigger names, it'll start rolling. We'll get Paula Poundstone in there.
Tried.
Mo Rocca.
Sent some emails. I tried to get Kevin Smith one time. I was like, this seems like the right
That would
choice.
be awesome.
One of my heroes.
That would be awesome. I'm gonna get him one day.
Well, we'll go to a
Just do
con sometime when the world returns to a time where we can do such. And
which maybe never. We don't even know anymore.
yeah, the nice thing about
man.
that is people really aren't afraid to wear masks at
At
cons.
cons,
So,
yeah, that is
No.
true.
I was actually I introduced my daughter to Monty Python and the Holy Grail this past weekend.
mhm.
And when it gets to the bring out your dead scene, I had to explain to her. She was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Well, this was like a thing called the Black Plague. You know, like people were dying and stuff all over. It was a really bad disease." She's like, "Kind of like COVID." And I was like, "Getting there." She's 7, and she's just like, "I get this."
Yeah. It's weird that a 7-year-old kid is like, yeah, I understand this, but a lot of people we know in their 40s are like, I don't know about
I
this.
She was
don't
most-
trust
What do you
the
mean I should be
science.
empathetic?
She was actually most concerned about the woman beating the cat against the wall in the background.
As like
I
a
haven't watched that
red.
one in a while. Classic. What's new with you, man?
Not much. I saw you guys have been gaming. Pretty much the same. Lots of gaming. I've been playing Splunky 2.
What is that?
That is.
So it's a roguelite, a roguelike game, like platformer dungeon kind of crawl where you start like in a mine and you just send down through. It's ridiculous. It's like Dark Souls for platformers, and I love it. It just
That
randomly
sounds fun.
generates. It's a pain in the ass. It's what it is.
You say
It's terrible.
Splunky, like Spelunk, but without just the vowel in
Yeah.
the middle there.
Yeah, well, it's spelunking, but like EY at the end. Yeah,
Splunky.
spelunky.
All right, that sounds pretty fun. Like when you first said that, I was just picturing like a pumpkin falling down a mine or something. Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
life's been good. Life's been good.
Well, that's good to hear, man. Oh, I know. Like we were talking the other day about the Cowboy Bebop.
The new show, the new live
new
action
show.
series. Oh yeah,
adaptation is the one I was looking for. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah.
Which are you like an anime guy?
I used to be and have recently got back into it. Like I grew like Cowboy Bebop's my favorite show of all time, the original series. I started out with like Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, like a lot of people did. But then like when Cowboy Bebop and came around, that was my stuff. Like I dug the music. Like I play music as well. And the only other thing that like kind of like paralleled it at the time of pubescence was like Gundam. But no, like I have one tattoo and it's a Cowboy Bebop related tattoo, which is
nice.
You're gonna carry that weight.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not an anime guy at all, but like that one was like the one that I finished because my friend was like, "You have to." I think it was like shortly after I finished Firefly, and he was like, "You know what you need," and he was right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they do have kind of the same energy. I can see that.
It's a similar vibe.
Oh yeah,
for sure. I think the music is much better in Cowboy Bebop, and the creator is not fucking
an ass. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a bonus. So, y'all ready to play a game? I think we can just go ahead and do Who Am I at this point, which is feels weird doing it so early. But we don't
do it, yeah.
we don't have a Whose Neighborhood right now. We were doing like an alternate game for a couple weeks, but we didn't. Drew and I are both very busy, so we didn't really have a chance
of course.
to get another game up, which means because we haven't played Whose Neighborhood in the past 3 episodes, that Logan Steak, I believe, is still the reigning champ, which is weird. I haven't written my name on fucking anything. I put on a sweater earlier and my skin just started burning. Very serious about those rules. All right, the way this game works, of course, is we will show you a illustrated character that Drew has drawn, and then we're going to ask you a whole bunch of questions about him. Like, here's a guy from last week who ended up having a name. Here's a guy from the week before also had a name. I should write these down. I'm bad at that.
That's bad.
These guys. Bob. Oh yeah, that was Bob.
All of them are Bob.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, anyway, ready for your guy?
Absolutely.
Boom! This guy right here. Let's throw him down in the corner. And I should not assume their gender. That's a up mistake that I make every time.
I would with this one. This is Glenn. That's Glenn.
This is Glenn.
This is Glenn.
That's just that one. This is Glenn.
He worked in
last name, or?
He worked in a store like Staples, but worse. Like, look at the colors. I would say UPS.
Brad Fasteners.
Brad Fasteners. He has terrible depth perception. I feel bad for him.
Oh man,
this is how it is. This is how it is.
That's a good gig though. Is that like a full time or?
Yeah, he also works in like the tech department. Like he's really good at sniffing out them issues.
A nose joke.
Is that nose? Yeah.
I as a man with cavernous nostrils, I do not appreciate that kind of humor.
Well, I like him. He's a nice guy,
Seems like a pretty good guy so far. Yeah. Is just Glenn first name, last name?
McCurry.
Glenn McCurry.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
2 ends or 1 end?
No, McCurry. MC. We'll go MC. Capital M, little C, capital C, URREY, or just a Y. We'll go with just a Y.
Just a Y. But Glenn, is it 2 ends?
Or Glenn. He's an only 1 end Glenn.
Just a 1 end Glenn.
Yeah.
He looks. That's why they call him 1 end Glenn.
1 end Glenn.
All right. What else? Where does he live?
I want to say like somewhere Midwestern, but like,
Yeah, he
yeah,
feels like
like
an Indiana guy to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a definitely not even a suburb though, of rural town that just so happens to have like this weird pop-up store that shouldn't be there. That's why it's there. You know, it's actually the
So
discount Staples. That's what it is. Yeah.
he's kind of
That's
blending into the background a little bit. I'm gonna do something about that real quick. Okay, there we go.
oh, there we go.
Cool.
There we go. But yeah, I hear he's really pleasant. He did just recently go through a breakup though, and
Poor
yeah,
guy.
Yeah,
yeah.
that can make one
Uh,
unpleasant.
But
Sometimes.
but that's the
Okay.
thing. It's like he's just been chipper about it the whole time. I'm, he's doing good.
Good for Glenn, man. I bet he deserves a raise over there at Brad Fasteners.
And you know what? He will be. He's been Employee of the Month like 4 months running. He's good. He's good at it.
That's solid. That's
Yeah.
really good. What does Glenn like to eat?
You know, he packs his lunch for sure.
Mhm.
Usually it's a sandwich, but he rotates. Sometimes he treats himself with the peanut butter and jelly, but that's a treat. That's a treat.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise it's usually just like just tomato and lettuce, just between two pieces of bread. You know, maybe a Go-Gurt.
Okay,
he's
well, I'm
feeling
starting to
cheeky.
think that Glenn is a fucking serial killer. Who eats a sandwich like that?
Well, I mean, it's part of his species. Are you judging? Like, come on here. You're just assuming like that's like,
Yeah, that's fair.
come on.
That's on me.
There-
This is a weird pause, but I just realized I don't have my Italian horn on. I'll be right back.
I wore mine daily, but then after a while, it was just like, I feel like I can't scrub when I'm in the shower. Like, feels like, stop. Okay. Now it's
Yeah. Yep.
like my neck was like detached somehow.
Ooh, that's better. It's an
yeah.
unlucky thing for me, man. Like, yeah, I used to leave it on all the time, and same situation where it's just like, I guess I can't wash this part, but eventually I'm like, okay, I'll just take it off when I shower. That's like the one exception I'll make. But then it's just like, then you realize it's not there, and you feel like shit's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Something's gonna go down. So you gotta be careful, guys. Maybe it's superstitious. I don't care. All right.
No shame.
Let's see what else.
To each their
What's
own.
his dream? Does he want to? Does Glenn want to work at Brad Fasteners his whole life?
You know, honestly, it's a good job. He's happy with it. He wouldn't mind picking up a little more duties at church. You know, he's a church going boy. He's a
Yeah?
good guy. Yeah, you know, and
Okay.
he really just you know, he would eventually like to buckle down and find him a lady.
Mhm.
But yeah, like that's really it. He wants to live a simple life. He likes to he dreams of being able to wake up one morning and go to the McDonald's and be able to sit down with the old men and as a peer. You know, like
Yeah.
that's it. That's his retirement plan. That's his retirement plan.
Simple pleasure, man. That's cool. I kind of envy Glenn in that way.
Right?
Right. Yeah. It's just like you know, as my name will indicate, I am DJ Little
Little
Aspirations,
aspirations, yeah.
and I got too many of them little aspirations to be like
Too many
Glenn.
little ones.
You know, I'm content. I feel happy with my. It's a good life that I am leading.
Yeah.
But you know, Glenn is
It's okay to want more. Glenn
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
more, but not too
Good
much.
for
He's just
Glenn.
he's just okay with it.
What does he sound like?
A little more nasally, of course, but it's like I don't think he has much of an act. Well, if he's coming from Indiana, there's a chance that there might be a Midwestern thing in there, but I don't know where I'm going with the actual accent, but
Yeah, I was gonna say
definitely a
man,
little more.
I don't know what
That's it.
the Indiana accent
he's a
is.
well-traveled man. He
Yeah.
just has an accent from all over. He's like Sean Connery in Highlander.
I like it. Except that he just still sounds like Sean Connery.
Exactly.
Always. All right. And you know, of course, the most important question of all: who is his favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan?
Ooh. Old Dirty Bastard, ODB.
Mhm.
Like he doesn't talk about it much. It's a secret. Like it's almost like it's something that he feels like he almost needs to confess. At confession on Sundays, but at the same time, he's like, it's okay to have some secret sins, and that's what it is.
Why is that the secret?
because he's a conservative boy. He's a conservative boy.
Okay, he's a conservative boy, so he cannot.
He's
like old dirty
he's a closeted Wu-Tang fan.
Like literally, he has to sit down in a closet with headphones to listen to
Just
old
like,
dirty
his
bastard.
mom might hear. He lives with his mom.
Return to the 36 chambers. Yep, I like it. All right, well, give a hand for Glenn McCurry, everybody. Put your hands
Glenn,
for him.
yeah.
Good job,
Cool.
Glenn.
Yeah,
You're a good
Glenn.
person. I like you, Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn seems like a good guy. I think like if I had to guess, I'd say Glenn is a pretty good guy. Which
He's
is
really good
It's,
at, he's
Go
also
on.
really good at the grill. And he's somebody you'd want to be at at a barbecue with. If he invited you over
Yeah.
for cooked meats, you'd be like, yeah, grilled meats.
Yeah. But I also feel like he might be grilling up lettuce or some shit. But maybe that's just like specious.
Oh,
Am I
that is
being
me.
specious?
Yeah.
That's
He's a
kinda
special
fucked up.
occasion.
The special occasion.
Calls it his
situation.
monthly protein ritual.
Well, go ahead, Glenn McCurry. Good old guy over there. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, I'm gonna ask you a bunch of dumb shit.
Hell yeah.
And that, of course, is Goodman, our first Who Am I by Johnny Phillips. I gotta call that dude, but that's neither here nor there. Let's answer some dumb questions. First up, what's your go-to nugget sauce?
I like barbecue if I'm getting spicy nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And then often I'll alternate
Interesting.
with like honey mustard. Yeah, I like that. I like spicy barbecue. I really like spicy barbecue. Yeah.
I've never even thought
Heck
to
yeah.
do that. That's a good idea, though. I will
Oh,
try that next time. What is your favorite sketch show?
I'm an SNL person. I absolutely adore SNL. I mean, like Mr. Show is great too, and that kind of stuff. Tim and Eric are certainly some of my heroes. So like, even though it's not like a sketch show, Tim and Eric's awesome show, great job, is right up there with that kind of stuff. But like I grew up with Chris Farley. Like Chris Farley was like the first celebrity death in my youth where I was like, but I liked him. Like he's a cool person,
was
you know?
Fucking awesome. I love that dude.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
still
no,
get sad. It's like one of those,
what could have been.
When our clowns die world timies out there. That's just like the fucking saddest thing. I was thinking about Robin Williams earlier today. Just like that was like I was doing stand-up at that point, you know what I mean? And I remember I was like getting ready to go to an open mic, and it was just like all of the air was gone. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I felt that way recently with Norm. He was the first one. He's one of my big ones, and it was the first one that passed post me being out doing stand-up. And everybody for a couple of nights, it just paid tribute to and really healthy and
yeah.
That's awesome.
I find like it's when our clowns die, it's a good place to be among a bunch of other comedians. I find
exactly.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go killing them all. So I don't know. This didn't work. We'll move on. Which apocalypse would you rather deal with?
Ooh. Which apocalypse would I deal with? So I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. Theirs is honestly pretty dope. Basically everybody that's not a Jehovah's Witness dies, but then gets resurrected. That's their secret. They don't really want that out. They still want to convert people, but it's totally part of the thing. So it's like one of those things where it's like when you get resurrected, you're in a paradise. It sounds great. But like if you know the truth, quote unquote, now you guys, you can never achieve it unless you become a Jehovah's Witness. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's how they get you. That's how they get you. It's not a bad one.
Well, you've
But-
been an awful guest.
Like we invite you on the show and you just fucking try to keep us out of heaven. Like what the fuck is wrong
but
with you?
really, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, it would just happen real quick. Nobody would have to worry about anything, and then you just wake up again and get another chance. It's like, oh yeah, that's not too bad at all. Oh, I know this now, and I have to be. Oh crap. Yeah, sorry. Got to join the cult.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
Star Wars movie?
Ooh, Empire's the easy one, but I
Mhm.
honestly I adore Rogue One.
Yeah.
I can go back
That
and
was
watch
a
Rogue
really good
One.
movie.
I often say it's my favorite World War II movie
Yeah.
because it feels like those classic like Guns for Navarone and those kind of classic films.
Mhm.
It just has a beautiful shot to it. A lot of convoluted stuff, sure, but it's just a great adventure. And Donnie Yen.
Donnie
is that
Yen.
his name?
Yeah. Yep.
So
I
good.
love him. So
He's
just
so
to
good in
see
that
him
movie.
in Star Wars makes my
Actually, I feel like that's the one I've seen the least, except for Rise of Skywalker. I saw that once and I'm like, I'm okay. I don't think I need to watch that ever again. I have never been so disappointed. That's not true. I think there's got to be something that disappointed me more than that. But
I was going to say, I think you're.
Solo was more disappointing than maybe even.
that
Solo was
bad.
kind of a bummer. Yeah.
There's things
But
about Solo I enjoy, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It has its redeeming qualities, but it's just like not enough of them for me to like feel like it's a movie worth watching. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just maybe I'm just bitter, and it's not Alden Ehrenreich's fault, but he did make me learn his name, and I know it now. He's not Han Solo anymore.
No.
That's fucked up. All right, which Ninja Turtle is the tenderest lover?
Ooh. Well, we know who the roughest is. Honestly,
Surprised.
yeah, I was going to say I think Michelangelo would be like the silliest and potentially tenderest,
Mhm.
but Donatello's the one who's going to listen. You know,
That's a good answer.
like that's he's good with, and they're all good with their fingers. So like that's like, yeah, he's I think he's going to be the more inquisitive and vocal, and I like that. I like that in a lover. My camera is all over the place. Sorry. Parkinson's.
What is your favorite movie franchise and why?
Favorite movie franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't thought that in a minute. Man, you really got me.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. What's something I go back and watch? Honestly, the one I probably go back and watch the most often is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Like I love the books and everything. I haven't seen the new Dune yet. I'm a big Dune fan, but I want to see it in the theater and haven't had the chance.
I get it.
But I absolutely adore. I'll go to sleep watching the Lord of the Rings movies. It's just it's something I can put on in the background. Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right, that's a good answer. Probably, I could never get into them. That's me. I never read the books or anything either. But I just remember
we did just talk we just talked Star Wars and Star Trek. Honestly, that's the stuff that I put on in the background most of the time. Like I'm saying, like I'm really just like, yeah, I love.
Don't backtrack,
so hard.
man. You chose
so
Lord of the
hard.
Rings.
I went with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
There it is. There it is.
But yeah, Star Trek. Like, I mean, I could talk about Star Trek, but I don't need to because I've done that enough on this show. Probably, I've been in a real Star Trek mood recently. We're like halfway through DS9 now, so.
Really? I wish we could talk about it.
Yeah, well,
someday.
Next time, what are we gonna
next time, yeah.
Yeah. In which congressional district did you first fall in love? That was Who's Neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even.
No,
I don't
no
know.
one knows.
Yeah, no one knows.
I think there's only one person who could actually answer that question, and that is my girlfriend.
That actually is kind of sweet in a way. Yeah.
What is your favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
This is going to be controversial. I like Golden Son. Is that what? Yeah, that's what
Golden
it's called.
Child.
Golden Child,
yeah.
not Golden Son. Yeah, that's a different
good
movie.
movie.
That was one I remember seeing as a kid, like on TV,
Mhm.
and it just enthralled me. Which I love him as a comedian and stuff, and his funnier stuff. Like I love Beverly Hills Cop, but that movie was just so wild, and everyone's like, it's his worst movie. I was like, it's way different, and it hasn't
not his
aged the
worst.
best, but it's one of those, like, if I'm flipping through channels and I see it's on, I stop. Like, I'll stop to
Yeah.
watch that because why not?
For years, like I would like my friend would tell me how good it was, and I had only seen it like bits of it on TV, and then I'd be like, no, yeah, this guy loves The Golden Child, like, but then I watched it. That movie is fucking awesome. Golden Child is
It's
really
great.
good. He
It's a
turned down
great story.
Ghostbusters for it, but it's like, all right, good. You made a
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Let's just scroll down. Let's go with. Oh, this is a good one for you. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, my go-to karaoke, Little Red Corvette by Prince.
Okay.
Like, it's every karaoke place has it, and like he's one of my favorites. Like, you guys are talking, you were playing Batman earlier. Batman '89 is like, that is my movie of
It's
life.
pretty perfect.
I memorized it as a kid. Like, you can put on the soundtrack and I can like quote the movie like verbatim. But it, like, that gave me that dream of, like, I wanted to grow up to have my own Batmobile and just be able to listen to Prince music all day, you know.
That's
So
pretty good.
that's my go-to song, you know. Get the little squeal at the end, you know. It's fun.
Yeah. Give me a nickname.
Oh, a good nickname for you. You've already got a DJ name, and I like, that's where I want it. Like, with the headphones on, that's where it wants to go. So, MC Stepson.
I like that. That is fantastic. I'm MC Steps. Now you guys. We're gonna take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll do some plugs, and we'll get the fuck out of here. So Def,
Ahoy!
You can catch Def Goldblum on December 18th at the December 18th Christmas show at the Shrunken Head, which currently does not have a name, I understand. But
that is correct.
December 18th Christmas show is a winner, as far as I'm concerned. I think
it's also the birthday of our Shrunken Head bartender, Trisha. It's going to be a big celebration for her too that night. Yeah, absolutely. Should be a good show.
That's cool.
That's pretty good. I, of course, am the host of a show, which I need to put the button closer to just talk amongst yourselves.
How's about that sports ball?
Fucking lost it. I don't know where it is. Yeah, but how's about that sports ball, huh?
I love how whiny OSU fans get about, like, when they lose. Because, like, they lost to Michigan, and then they're like, yeah, well, we have a longer record, so who's the real winner?
I have one friend who just does. Oh, sorry. No, I have one friend who just doesn't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. Like, that's it. It's just, they just like if somebody says, they're just like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, they walk away. I'm like, like, don't push their buttons, please.
There it is. Yeah. Wednesday comedy open mic at 4. Sign up at 8:30. Show at 9:30. And also, let's go ahead and take a look at Drew's Tapestry as soon as I delete this one, because I have run out of space. Give me just a second here. And boom! Drew's Tapestry. Let's talk about it, Drew.
Oh, yeah.
There's a portal gun.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, great when you have a tube in your junk underneath it.
That's perfect.
Below that is fasteners, like Staples, but worse. I started drawing an apocalypse in the middle of that, but it
Oh,
looks
that's a
like
good one.
broccoli. So
That is the
The
apocalypse.
Abrocalypse.
Ugh, the apocalypse.
That's the name of my band. Abrocalypse. And it's just a broccoli mushroom cloud. And then we got Glenn over there.
yeah, one in Glenn looking for love at the bottom, and then Glenn in a closet listening to Wu-Tang.
The beginning of Method Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Very
I love
well done. This one's a little shorter because last week we went too long. So
Sure,
anyway,
sure.
put your hands for Def Goldblum, everybody.
Woo.
Yeah. Put your
Yay.
hands for Drew Rogers.
Hey.
Put your hands for me, Jamison Rogers.
Hey.
Or MC Stepson, as I'm now known. Put your hands for our producer and brother, Cameron Rogers. Put your hands for our last producer, the love of my life, who I just heard laughing about Apocalypse a moment ago, Kavakova. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next week.
This is Mixlot Production.